Hey everybody, welcome back. Hondo's Blockbuster with another review. This time we are going to be talking about How to Train Your Dragon. Was able to see it yesterday, a little early preview. And yeah, full disclosure, did not remember the first one. I'm honestly convinced after watching this movie, I might have never seen this movie, which doesn't make sense. I'm almost positive I did. But then I saw this one and I was like, there's no way I would remember this movie. And so who knows? I went in pretty fresh, so excited to talk about it. Before I do that, please, if you can, like, comment, subscribe. It'd be a huge help. Young little channel here trying to get up and coming. So if you're here, you made it. Thank you. And let's get to that review. All right, so How to Train Your Dragon, the live action adaptation of the animated version of this. Again, like I mentioned, didn't really remember the first one pretty much at all. I went in very fresh. I thought I did. I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty positive I've seen this movie. And then after I saw this movie, I liked it so much that I'm like, I would remember it, right? Like I'm like, it wasn't even like that long ago. It's not like it came out when I was like 3 years old. Like this is probably the most quote unquote recent live adaptation. Obviously not a Disney movie. It was DreamWorks, but I was like, dude, this didn't come out that long ago. And it's here, and I really, really like this one. Like I saw, and if you're new to the channel, thank you for coming. But if you're not new, you saw obviously I did a Lilo and Stitch review, which is obviously another live action remake of an animated movie, and I like that movie a good amount. But holy cow, I think this one puts it to dirt. It's hard to compare them, obviously, but in terms of live action adaptations of any animated movie, I think this might be my favorite of them all. It probably helps that I didn't remember it as much, so I was actually pretty much seeing it for the first time, and it's just a really good movie. It looks beautiful, like in terms of the actual CGI, it looks great. The action's great. The performances are great. It tugs at the heartstrings. I was like, damn, this is kind of hitting me. I had goosebumps at the end. It was really good. I really liked this one. It was one that, to be honest, like again, I'm a big blockbuster guy. I love the blockbusters. I had Mission Impossible circled. I had Superman circled. I had Fantastic Four circled. F1. All these movies. I was like, How to Train Your Dragon. It's a live action, remake. Sure, I'll go watch it. And I came out liking this movie a lot. So if you're like me, if you haven't or you don't remember the movie much or you haven't seen it and you're like contemplating whether you should go see it or not, highly recommend you doing it. And then I went with Pooch. I put an out of the theater reaction, a little short. He is a huge fan of the original franchise, of the original movie, and he came out like that was awesome. Like that's a great adaptation. He says they changed a few things, but very minor. It's pretty accurate to what the original was. So that's pretty cool. But for someone like me who doesn't remember it much or might have not even seen it, who knows? I really ended up liking this one quite a bit. I thought, again, in terms of performances, I thought Gerard Butler was great. You know what? I want to give him credit because sometimes I do this. I'm like, you know what? I'm going in fresh. And I'm like, I don't know some of these, actors' names, but no, I am going to pull these up. So stay with me for a second. All right, so got the names here because I want to give him a shout out. I thought Mason Thames, who plays Hiccup, incredible. This is the first time I've ever seen this guy. I thought he was great in this movie. He plays obviously the son of Gerard Butler's character. This is going to be non-spoiler, so again, if you haven't seen it, sorry, I guess that's a spoiler. I don't know. They say it like around the beginning. But he's basically this like little scrawny Viking that he's causing chaos in the sense of like he's not like the other Vikings. Every time he steps out of his house, he tends to basically make something go wrong. But he was great, and then I loved his relationship with Toothless, which is the dragon in this movie. So I thought their connection was great. I thought Toothless looked great, and I just love their dynamic. And I said it in my Lilo and Stitch review that Stitch reminds me of my dog, but no, scratch that. Toothless reminds me of my dog, and they have that like dog, human connection, and and it's really good. So I really like that part. The other one I got to give a shout out to is Nico Parker, who plays Astrid. I thought she was great. She's badass in this movie, and she, has great chemistry. With Hiccup. Astrid and Nick Hiccup in this movie are great, and it's what really pulls the movie together, right? If you don't believe these performances, they you tend to be like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm here, I guess, for the action. But no, they're great. And all the other the other, I guess, quote unquote kids that play in this movie are also great. So Nick Frost also in it. He's one of the more notable actors. He plays like kind of his like not mentor, but like kind of his like boss, I guess. So he was cool. But overall, performance is all good, and the story's great. Like I don't understand how I didn't remember this movie. Because the story it's such a nice. Basically, it's a coming of age, but it's also really a father-son storyline with the whole, and then with the dragons and the whole, learning to accept them and teaming up for, essentially the greater good, and if they're able to do that or not. So putting, differences aside, whether they can do it or not. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a really good movie, and I highly recommend it. Honestly, if you're on the fence of going to see it, I didn't think I was going to like it this much, and I ended up really, really enjoying it. So, I'm not going to go too deep into spoilers. If you've seen the movie, it's, according to Pooch, it's pretty much the same thing with a few little added things, but nothing huge in terms of, like, Lilo and Stitch had more big changes as opposed to this movie. It's pretty accurate. So, All right, so what am I rating this one? I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie a lot. I went with Andre and Pooch. Both really enjoyed it. We had a great time. I think it's a great stuff your face with some popcorn and enjoy it. To be honest, guys, I really need a bad movie to come out. So far on this channel, I've reviewed, I don't know, maybe 5 movies, and I've kind of liked them all. They've all ranged from 3.5 and up. And I really need some bad ones because I need to up my cred. I don't know. People are just going to think I love everything. And granted, I love a lot of movies. I do. But, like, I guess this is actually, never mind. This is a good thing because that means summer blockbuster season is ripping. But for my cred, I might need a bad movie here and there. But so far, none's come out. And this is another good one. So go see this one. Go see it. If you made it this far, would love and appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. This little channel, we're going to keep it going, just starting now, and anything helps. Truly appreciate it. A lot of cool content. Obviously, more reviews coming out. Movie rankings, movie drafts, a whole lot of things coming. So stay tuned and appreciate you checking it out. I will see you at the movies.